Welcome back to Living 757. For many of us in Virginia, COVID has affected so many special moments like holidays and even birthdays. However, while some let it get them down, others have taken to the sky in a hot air balloon.
What's interesting about a hot air balloon is what you see is what really a lot of times what no one has ever seen before. It's really kind of a way that the average person can explore. It's kind of an aerial walk in the sky, and it's kind of somewhat of a magic carpet ride.
I turned 10 on November 7th, so it's like a late birthday surprise.
So this was a big birthday. It's the double digits. 10 is a big deal, right? And so since it's COVID, we couldn't have a big party, we couldn't have a lot of people over, but we really wanted to do something special for this big birthday.
I had no idea where we were going, but my parents told me that I would have to be blindfolded at one point. I thought that when I finally blindfolded, I would find something like, I don't know.
Are you excited? Yes! Let's go fly, kiddo!
The typical age for our customers are from 5 to 80. It's a great family thing to do. It's a great way to get out with your family and do something different that you haven't done before.
And we thought outside, something exciting, something different that you would not expect, and this was the perfect answer.
Going up in the air, it was so pretty, all the views, and we could see all the trees, and a couple times we actually brushed against the tree.
And I like being able to do something outside and safe. When we were in the basket, we all had our masks on, hand sanitizer. I felt very comfortable. We're being super careful with COVID, but I felt really comfortable on this trip. And I think it would be a great option for anybody who wants to do something really special, but you're nervous about being around people. This is the perfect answer for that.
Sienna, this is only just keeping us up. It's hot air. Yeah, you know why? Hot air is lighter, so it rises to the surface, to the top.
If you want to explore coastal Virginia, there's no better way to do it. If you want to look at the scenery and see the colors and see the trees, a hot air balloon is the best way to do it. You can actually, you see a lot of different things on the flights. You see a lot of different animals. It shows you the terrain of the land. You can see the way the land lays. People are always coming outside waving at you, and they're happy to see you. And it's just the best way to travel, to explore the great coastal outdoors of Virginia.
I would highly recommend it for any kids who want to get out there, and during the coronavirus, it's kind of tricky to do that. So for birthdays coming up or in the past and you want more celebration or something like that, hot air balloon rides are for you.
Wow, it was so cool. And what you guys don't know is that our producer, Will, that was his wife and his daughter. And I swear my favorite parts of the show are when Sienna is involved because she is just so cool.
Yeah, so beautiful. I'm afraid of the heights, but it just looks so peaceful and beautiful up there that that's a great idea to celebrate the birthdays for your family.
I'm going to go ahead and call my parents because for my 10-year birthday, I didn't get anything like that. No, I may have even gotten Legos. I was 10. I was too old for Legos. It's ridiculous.
I don't know what I did. I feel like I might have been at Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Well, at least it wasn't Legos. It's ridiculous.
What's wrong with that?
Wow, but that's amazing and also super beautiful. But talking about beauty, our next guest, she is beautiful, talented. She is a local artist from the 757. Welcome to the show, Bree Newman.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Bree? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Upset because on my 10-year birthday, I didn't get a hot air balloon ride. That's all.
I understand. I feel it. Me too, because I didn't have that either.
Bree, I love your name, Bree Newman. I know it's a story behind. Can you share it with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. First of all, my mom is Native American. My dad was African American, and New Moon is actually my legal middle name. It's my Native American name. My mom gave me that name because she said that a new moon is special. It only comes once a month.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
so cute.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's. I mean, yeah. Didn't even expect that. Like you almost lost me on my next question because I mean, I want to know what my middle name really means now. I don't think it means anything like that. But your video that we're going to see later, Bree. What was the inspiration behind it? Because we saw you in parts of Norfolk.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Young and Reckless is the debut single, and a little bit of background around it. It's the song is really about just kind of like coming into young adulthood and how scary and daunting that can be. And my original idea for it was I wanted it to be like really busy, to have all these party scenes with all these young people like jumping around and doing all these crazy things. But then COVID hit, so I had to change the vision for it, and I wanted it to be really, really interactive. I wanted people to feel like they were in the video with me, and that's kind of how we landed on the first person point of view perspective. So the whole idea is that we're having this fun night out together. It's just you and me, and hopefully it's a night that you'll never forget.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
love
cool.
it. That's such a cool concept. Now, not only are you the talent in the video, you're also the director. So can you kind of walk us through how it was playing both of those roles?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the first time that I'd ever done anything like that. So it was really interesting. Definitely a lot of work, but so rewarding and so worth it. But I'm just the kind of person who likes to have my fingerprint, if you will, on everything and kind of my hand in all of it because I wrote it, I produced it, and I performed the song. So this was kind of just taking all of that and adding the vision to it. So I was really, really fortunate to be able to work with the team that I had. Nate Brown was my DP, my cinematographer, and we were able to just kind of talk through the vision together and make sure that we were getting the shots as they were happening.
So basically, you wore all of the hats, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Not all of them, a lot of them. Though,
I
yeah.
love
She
it.
is full hands involved from A to Z. What are your cultural influences?
My cultural influences. Wow, that's a good question. So definitely being part Native American gives my drum patterns kind of, I think, like a unique flair. I have really specific drum patterns in all of my music. If you listen to what's happening back there, there's always something like a bunch of different drums happening and stuff like that. But I also have really, really heavily been influenced by just like Black music. I grew up with, Motown in the house, and I think that that's kind of what gives my music a little bit of soul, a little bit more of that R&B feeling. So yeah, that's what
Yeah, and with your hairstyle, can't let that go. I mean, like, it almost reminds me of like Storm. I forgot what is that Marvel or DC Comics, but Storm.
I'm like,
Yes, I think it's Marvel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. So yes,
So
the people.
embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. I didn't know, but I'm just saying, like, I love the style that you have, and it just kind of, like every generation has a certain style. So where does your style help you with where you go in your music?
that's like such a cool question. You talking about like sonically, like stylistically with the music?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that I'm really, really, really shamelessly into pop music. Like I love what's happening right now. I'm very, very like current when it comes to stuff like that. Obviously, I think we all pull from the past. Like we all are inspired by the greats. But I'm always kind of trying to develop something new or put things together in a way that people haven't heard before. So I guess I would say that right now I'm really inspired by like R&B alternative music. I think there's some really cool things happening in that space.
Okay.
I think that pop music has been influenced by electronic music a lot lately, which is something that I've been trying to kind of incorporate as well. So yeah, just trying to keep it current and fresh.
Okay, and real quick, where can people go to find your music?
You can find me at Bree New Moon, Bree with 2 E's, and New Moon, like the phase of the moon, on everything. And I'm on all streaming platforms. So yeah.
This
Awesome.
is awesome. Thank you so much for your time and stay cool like you are. You're incredible talented also.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you guys for having me. Thanks.
No
Yes.
problem.
Thank you so much, Bree. And we are going to have her music video a little bit later in the show. But coming up next, what does lasagna have to do with love? Everything, as it turns out. We'll explain more after the break.